Tina, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Tina McCulley from Catholic Community Services, and actually the program of Catholic Community Services is Volunteer Chore, and I'm a program coordinator of it.
Nice. Volunteer Chore. What is it?
It is, well, it's a program that kind of started out in about 1981, I believe, and where the legislatures did a lot of cutting for seniors and disabled people. And in doing that there was such a cry from the seniors and disabled people as far as phone calls, and back then it wasn't really emails and stuff, it was more phone calls and letter writing and that type of stuff, where they figured out that they had to do something about it. And that's just what kind of came about through the legislatures, is that Volunteer Chore.
Cool. What area does Volunteer Chore serve?
Well, Volunteer Chore is the only program in the state of Washington like it. No other state in the United States has got a program like it. We're supposed to be like a pilot program. But right now, the two counties that I deal with is Cowlitz and Wahkiakum.
So what do people with Volunteer Chore do?
What do they do?
What are the regular things?
What we do is we find volunteers that go out into the community and that help people stay in their homes as long as it's safely possible. Anywhere from yard work to laundry to transportation.
You mentioned more about the housework and the transportation. How do people contact you? How do they come in and get the process going?
Well, if you've got medical coupons, then what we do is we find a driver, we call the client themselves, let them know who's going to pick them up and what time they're going to be there. That way it puts any kind of doubt out of their mind. And for the grocery shopping, and if you do not have the Apple One, you can call us directly, and then we will see whether you qualify for the program and go from there.
Oh, cool. So you said it's all volunteers. Like, what are some examples of stuff volunteers do? You said some housework, some transportation. You got any fun stories?
Fun stories. More of why someone would do it is, I guess, is I had an older gentleman when I first came on for Volunteer Chore, which we're talking over 20 years ago. He didn't want to live any longer. His wife had already passed, his kids were grown, all his things were done, so he went to the doctor. And the doctor basically looked at him and said, "You need to go find something to volunteer." He says, "If you go and you do that," says, "you come see me after you've done that." So he did. He came, he started volunteering, he started meeting people, he started understanding how he could be a vital part of the community, and he no longer wanted to give himself away. Yep. So that was just, it was inside him. He felt that he wasn't important anymore. He couldn't do anything. His kids were gone, his wife was gone, his joy of life was. But he found another. He was a character, is what we always called him.
Yeah.
He loved to tell jokes. He loved to tell stories, and now he had an audience that needed to be told, needed to have a happy story, needed to be listen. For him to listen to the clients, sometimes there's a lot of things that they need.
Wow.